Hello everyone. So today we would be discussing about the origin of continents. Moving ahead, the question is that in the beginning, the geographers and the geologists have a question that they have some evidences that all the continents in the beginning were joined together. So what force is there which are making them to drift away from each other? So this was a question, and evidences were proposed by Alfred Wegner in the beginning, and his theory is known as Continental Drift Theory. It was a long back, 180 million years ago. Alfred Wegner has said that it seems like all the continents were joined together 180 million years ago. He also proposed some evidences for this, and the first one was jigsaw fit of two continents. As we can look here, that the South America and Africa seems to fit into each other. It means once they were joined together, so there must be a force which broken them and which is letting them to drift away from each other. And the next evidence he proposed was that similar type of fossils were found in the continents which might have joined before. So it's like South America joined to Africa. Similarly, Antarctica, India, and Australia, all these were a single piece of single continent. So it was found that the fossils of these animals are found in all these places, while these animals could not cross water which is in between them now. So as we know now, there is a uh, Atlantic Ocean between South America and Africa, so it is not possible for the animals to move to from South America to Africa. It means once upon a time these were adjoined, so that only the movement of these animals could be possible from South America to Africa to India to Antarctica or any the continents which were adjoined. So he proposed that if similar fossils are found, it might be the case that these continents were joined together. The third claim was glacial evidences. Um, Actually, what was found out that glacial evidences were found in South America, in Africa also, India also, Antarctica and Australia. Antarctica is still in the polar region, so we can say that glacial evidences are found in Antarctica, it's fine. But if we are saying that some evidences are also found in India, India is now not in the polar regions, but it was found out that glacial evidences are there. It means it might be some adjoined big part which is near to the pole, and now India has drifted away from that polar regions towards the tropical regions. So there must be some force working behind these movements. But the biggest question was, what is the force which is working here, which is letting them drift? So which is breaking them and letting them drift. So it was our Pangea, which is all the continents joined together, and it was the Tethys before. So and after, what we can see nowadays is all these continents which are not joined together. So the puzzle was to solve from Pangea to the continents which we see now. But the theory proposed by Alfred Wegner, but he didn't claim about that what is the force working behind this. So now to know about the force working behind this, geophysicists worked on this. So they proposed two concepts. The first concept is seafloor spreading, and the second is convection current theory. These helped us to find out what was already said by Alfred Wegener in his theory. So now moving into this theory, seafloor spreading first. It was propounded by Harry Hess, and in his theory, he said that there are some forces existing inside the earth. Let's say, as we know that there are some ridges in the oceans. Ridges are like mountains in the oceans, and their origin is obviously volcanic in nature, as we can say that this is an oceanic plate, and some volcanic eruption is there in the ocean. So if this is volcanic eruption, then this will erupt and make some ridges which are not very high in heights, but higher than the normal surface here. So it shows that there is a magma coming out of the earth, and there is a very famous Atlantic ridge, mid-Atlantic ridge, which is very long in the size. It is near to North America and South America, parallel to them. It is S-shaped, very long ridge. So which is formed due to the volcanic eruptions inside the oceans. So it was found that oceans has some forces with due to which some eruptions is occurring. There must be some force due to which some eruptions is occurring in the oceans. So the question is that if there is something is erupting, there must be some force. If there is no other event occurring in the oceans, and naturally if something is coming out, there must be force. There must be some force inside the earth. So it looks like this, that there is magma coming out of the earth over the oceanic crust. And it is a fact that oceanic crust is always younger than the continental crust, because magma will be erupting from this region, so that this will be younger and it will be moving away from oceanic crust to continental crust. So continental crust is mostly older than the oceanic crust. It means that oceanic crust has new rocks compared to the continental rocks. Continental rocks are older. So this was proposed by Harry Hess, and now the convection current theory, uh, which is proposed by Arthur Holmes. And by this theory, he wanted to propose about the force which has broken and drifted the continents, which was a question that Alfred Wegner was facing. He answered that and was saying that there was some eruption from the mantle of the earth. Some eruption is occurring. The ridge which was already said by Harry Hess, he added that it is coming from the mantle. It is like conveyor belt, as we know. Conveyor belt helps to take the things above. So it is like the conveyor belt that helps to drift the things. So it has very strong strength which helps to drift. Yeah, this way a mechanism was found out, which is a force acting from the earth. So here all these two concepts helps us to propose a theory that is known as plate tectonics theory, which we uses now. So the seafloor spreading and convection current theory build the base, the complete base which is needed for plate tectonics theory. And this is how number of plates have been decided, and these plates have been decided based on the factors like, let's say these are Himalayas, and how it acts as a boundary, because number of earthquakes occurs here. And if we can see about this reason why the plate boundary is there, due to various earthquakes, various volcanic eruptions in this region. So based on the activities occurring, we can geographers have decided the boundary of the plates over there. Wherever earthquake, volcanoes, mountains forms, that makes the base that plate boundary can be here. So all the plate boundaries are decided based on the uh, activities which are occurring over there. So now what is plate in the terms of geographers? It is the rigid lithosphere slabs. It is just simply lithospheric slabs. Lithospheric is the upper layer, so it is only that layer. It do not combine the asthenosphere. It is just the lithospheric slabs that is known as plates. And now geographers have studied about this and the motion of these lithospheric plates, and they claimed the motion of these plates as plate tectonic theory. So how the tectonic movements occurs here. So if we are going to see the plates which are adjoining to Indian plate, This is Indian plate, and the adjoining plate is Arabian plate, Eurasian plate, African plate, and Australian plates. All these are decided by the tectonic activities occurring. Now, this is how the Earth looked in the beginning, complete, adjoined all the continents. But after the studies, we have found out that there are some division occurred due to the convection currents and lead to this divide. So Pangea and Panthalasa is the ocean. It is 250 million years ago. And that in Triassic period is divided into two, Laurasia and Gondwana land. Tethys Sea was the sea, and this the remnants of the Tethys Sea, which we today know as a Mediterranean Sea. And now the next period was Jurassic period, that is 145 million years ago. Still we can see that this division is occurring, South America and Africa, and into the Cretaceous period 65 million years ago, when India also started drifting towards the tropical region. So this was how the continents broken down and drifted, and now how continents can be seen. It looks like this, present day continents. I hope you understand the video well. Thank you for watching the video.